Now that I've got a family, the lightweight backpacking and canoeing tents that we used to use just won't cut it anymore. We need a full-size family tent to handle all the people and stuff. But most of them are either so heavy and expensive that they aren't reasonable, or so basic and poorly built that we can't rely on them. What we really need is a 6-man tent that is built with quality by a real camping company, that is big and strong enough for rainy days, and it doesn't break either my back or my budget. This is Chris from Get Out There magazine with my review of the Optic 6 tent from Mountain Hardwear. Mountain Hardwear has earned a reputation for producing quality gear for real outdoor adventures. The Optic 6 is no exception. It is a legitimate 6-person tent with just enough features to be useful while keeping the weight within a reasonable range. Family camping means the tent is often used for more than just sleeping. Poor weather, excessive bugs, or just the need to chill out of the sun for a little while means the tent needs to be big enough to not feel crowded. 8 square meters of floor space means 6 adults can lie down without being cramped, and an internal height of just under 2 meters means most people can stand comfortably to change, stretch, or move around. That height is achieved with a fairly simple 3-pole system. The DAC DA-17 poles are light and strong. Putting up the tent is fairly simple, and there is an instructional video on the Mountain Hardwear website that is worth watching before your first attempt out in the field. Innovative little features like the twist lock attachments for the poles and the center roof clip are smooth and functional. The only challenge I had putting up the Optic 6 is that it's a little too tall for me at about 173 centimeters or 5'8" to easily reach the peak to clip the poles or pull over the fly. It really takes 2 people to put up the tent quickly, but if you're putting up a 6-person tent, you should have someone around to give you a hand. The inside of the tent has enough pockets to store what you need at hand and is roomy enough to keep your basic gear inside if needed. There isn't a ton of vestibule space outside, though adding the optional oversized footprint would help with that. The reason for calling the tent the Optic is the huge adjoining doors that open wide to offer a panoramic view of whatever wilderness or backyard you want to see first thing in the morning and last thing at night. It really is an impressive amount of visibility. They also make getting in and out of the tent easy. As you'd expect, the Optic 6 handles rain well. I'm somewhat impressed with how well it handles strong winds, but any tent this big is going to be vulnerable to severe gusts. Big tents are never easy to carry. Weighing in a little over 7 kilograms, the Optic 6 isn't going to feel great in a backpack or on a portage, but again, with several people to share the load, it shouldn't be a problem. So if you're heading out with family or a group of friends and need a tent to accommodate up to 6 adults comfortably, you know you're not traveling light and lean. What you need is a highly functional, well-made tent that can handle all the people and gear without being difficult to put up or cramped when you need to come inside. It helps that that tent is affordable and able to handle whatever weather you run into. From my perspective, the Mountain Hardwear Optic 6 is all of that, and it doesn't hurt that it looks pretty good too. Check it out at the Mountain Hardwear website, and while you're online, come on over to Get Out There's website, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter feeds for all the inspiration and information you need to get out there, have some fun, and come back ready for more.